I'm over here, I'm going to show you guys how to make some healthy burgers so that way you guys can get healthy and still enjoy food deliciously. Okay, so first thing we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and chop up some cabbage right here just like that. I like to cut it up into 4 sections. Simply cut out the core just like so. And we're basically going to substitute the cabbage for instead of bread. You know, in my diet I don't eat any bread, I don't eat anything processed, anything that has a long ingredients list, and that's basically my key to getting in shape. So we're going to take pieces of the cabbage and we're just going to set it up like that. So there I got the bottom, and we'll go ahead and chop the core out of here. And here we got the top, and then bam, you know, you got basically the bottom and top of your healthy burger. So then you got we're gonna take some ground beef. This is 97% lean ground beef, which is you know, I mean, if you ask anybody, most of the time people, when they buy hamburger or when they buy chuck, it's going to be a lot fattier. But you know, we need to get healthy and stay lean, so that's what we're going to do. So we're going to season it pretty generously. You know, we're going to first put in some salt, of course, you know. We're going to go ahead and put in some black pepper in there. I like to put a lot of I love black pepper, so it gives it a nice, really gives it a nice bite, you know, when you get in there. Alright, so then we're going to go ahead and take out well, this is more closer to a tablespoon, but these are the spoons that I got. I like to make all my serving sizes bigger because I'm a pretty big dude. So I'm going to take this is about a tablespoon of garlic. I'm going to go ahead and put that in there. Now this is about a pound of ground beef. I like a lot of garlic. If you don't like a lot of garlic, you put less garlic. You know, whatever you want to do. Okay? Then I'm just going to get in there and get messy and really mix everything together just like that. Just like that. Now, I eat a lot. I'm going to make 2 half-pound patties. This is a full pound uncooked, so when you cook it, the rule is for every serving size, which is 4 ounces of uncooked meat, it'll go down to about 3 ounces. So this will come out to about 12 ounces of cooked meat. So yeah, it's smelling real good already. You know, I love the smell of garlic. It's delicious. Then once I got that all prepared, I'm going to go ahead and break it up into 2, like so. Okay, 2 about even pieces. And I'm going to kind of, instead of the traditional round burgers, I'm going to go ahead and shape it to match my my top and bottom of cabbage. So, you know, I'm going to make it a little bit longer actually, you know, because when I cook it down, it's going to shrink, obviously. If you want to come in for a close-up, take a look at those 2 patties. So they're more long than they are round, and it's going to fit the cabbage real well. So that way, when you're biting into that cabbage, it'll, you know, you'll get a piece of meat in every bite. Okay, so I'm going to wash our hands really quick. Now what I'm going to do, now that I got my meat all ready, is I'm going to start cooking the meat so that I can start preparing the cabbage and the vegetables and everything like that. Okay, so first thing, we're going to go ahead and heat up the pan. We're going to set it to a medium heat. I use a pan that doesn't, it's a non-stick pan. It has a certain kind of coating. I couldn't really tell you what it is, but a certain kind of coating. It doesn't require any oil, any butter, any spray, anything, which, you know, I mean, if you're trying to get in shape and trying to get healthy, that's going to be the best thing for you. While that's preheating, okay, we're going to go ahead and move our cabbage out of the way. Now, we're gonna use some tomato, some jalapenos, some onions, and we're gonna put some spinach in our burgers. We're gonna use some, this is homemade non-fat yogurt, and we kind of gave it like a thicker consistency. In Middle Eastern culture, this is what's known as lebne. It's really delicious actually, and it's non-fat, homemade, so it's very healthy, very good for you. We're gonna put a little bit of ketchup and mustard in the burger just for flavor. But yeah, it's gonna be really good. See, so we should be about ready heat-wise. Needs another little minute or so. See, so we'll start chopping up our vegetables. So first, I'm gonna go ahead and chop up my onion. I like to put the onion at the bottom just because I like to make little slivers of it. We're just gonna kind of chop it up like that. This is half an onion, ready to toss in our burger however we like. We're gonna cut up our tomato nice and fine like so we can also distribute it evenly. Alrighty. And we're gonna go ahead and set this aside as well. Let's check and see if we're ready to, yep, looks about right. Looks about ready. So we're just gonna take our burger patties like so, and we're gonna toss them on here. So we have it on a medium heat. You know, I don't like to cover the burgers because I like to keep the juices inside. I don't like to overcook it. I like to have my burgers like a medium well. You know, give it a nice sear on each side. So we're gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna go ahead and actually make I'm gonna go ahead and make the two burgers while I'm at it so you guys can see it. Alright, now we got two bottoms right there. We got one top right there, and bam, we got another top right there. Maybe a little, and you know, make this like that a little bit so it'll cover this really nicely. So what I first like to do is I like to take some of this yogurt, and so this is kind of like it's substituting the mayonnaise, you know. I'm just going to spread it very nicely like that, bam. The thick consistency of the lebne, being that it's a lot thicker than just regular yogurt, makes it a really good substitute, makes it really easy to spread. So, bam, you got one. And we're going to take this other one. So, bam. And you got another one. As you can see, I do really generous servings, you know. I mean, if you're a lady, you know, I mean, you're probably going to eat a lot less calories than I do because you're going to have a lot less muscle mass, and but this is how much I usually eat, and you know, I get pretty lean off of that. I eat a lot, but healthy food, so I don't really put on a lot of excess fat. I actually burn a lot of excess fat because of you know, I keep feeding my muscles, and my muscles go ahead and burn the fat. I like fresh onions. You can grill your onions, you know, if you like, but I choose to have them fresh right now. I'm going to go ahead and check on my burgers, maybe just a second longer, so I can get a little sear. So toss a little tomato, just like that. There we go. And we're going to go ahead and put in some fresh spinach. Okay. And you know, you'll see a lot of people, they cut up spinach and stuff. I like to leave them whole like that. You know, it kind of makes my burgers look a little prettier. So bam, just like that, and just like that. And we're going to go ahead and throw on a little ketchup and mustard, or a little ketchup and mustard. Just a little bit, you know, I mean, that's kind of our, you know, people that are on diets, you know, they don't really like to eat a lot of ketchup because of, you know, the content, but you know, I mean, you gotta enjoy your life a little bit, right? Mm-hmm. So, now what we're gonna do, you know, we're gonna check on our burgers real quick, and they look ready. Go ahead and flip over. There we go. If you want to come over here and take a look, we got a really nice sear going on. You see that? Kind of like a nice crust. We're gonna go ahead and complete our burgers with just a little jalapeno. I like a lot of heat, so it depends on however you like it. But we're gonna go ahead and take our jalapenos. We're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put one jalapeno in each burger because like I said, I really enjoy heat. To me, the jalapeno doesn't really bother me heat-wise, you know. See, so we're gonna go ahead and just toss it on there like that. That looks beautiful. And we'll go ahead and set one, bam, right there. We'll go ahead and set another one, bam, right there. Now, I'm going to take my burger. I'm going to go ahead and just set it right there, just like that. Just like that. And the other one, just like that. And even though it's really lean, if you take a look right here, it's got the nice crust, but if you squeeze it, it's still got a lot of juices. You see that, those juices right there? Very good. Oh, it's delicious with that garlicky taste. It's amazing. Top it off like so. Nice. And I don't usually cut it in half, but just so you guys can see, let's go ahead and cut this mug in half like that. Usually I just eat it like that, I just go all in. But, just so you guys can see it, alright, there you got a very healthy, delicious burger.